Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be learning how to make the dress on the thumbnails. By the way, my name is Sonia, and you're welcome new subscribers. Old subscribers, you're welcome as well. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell so when next I post a video like this, you'll be the first to see it. Without wasting any much of your time, let's dive right into it.
So guys, to achieve this, I'm going to be needing about 4 to 4.5 yards of lace, then soft net, and then crystal beads, and I'm going to be needing 2 fabric, 2 net, then I'm going to be needing doll face. I'm going to be mixing those colors together. You're going to understand data. Going to also need lining, and I'm going to need boning, both sewable and non-sewable. I'm also going to need soft gum stay and stay, thread needle and zip as well. We start by marking our horizontal measurements, the first one being the breast point. I'm going to mark my breast point measurement. I'm going to come down and mark my on the bust. I'm going to also go across the paper and do the same thing. Then I'm going to go down and mark my waist line. I'm also going to mark it across the paper. The last measurement is the full length measurement, which I'm going to just extend the tape and also mark it down there. After doing this, I'm going to pick up my straight ruler and go ahead and connect all these lines. Make it sure they all touch each other to form a straight line. Then I go ahead and label my breast point, my on the bust, my waistline, and then my full length. I go up there and mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I mark it there. And then I come down and mark our armhole depth, which I'm using 9 inches. Then for shoulder slope, I'm coming down by 1 inch. I fluctuate, sometimes I use 1.5, sometimes I use 1 inch. On that line, I came down by 9. I'm going to extend the line there to confirm 8 inches, that I marked at the shoulder. I'm going to now bring this line down and put it also across to form an angle 90 degree. I went ahead to start marking the bust span measurement, which is 9 inch divided by 2 plus ½ inch sewing allowance. I marked this 5 inch that I got across the horizontal measurement. After which, when I was done, I took my straight ruler and I connected all these dots together with my straight ruler, forming a straight line. When I was done, I went to that armhole line and I determined the midpoint, which was 4, and then I came in by ½ inch. I'm going to take out my curve ruler and connect the 1 inch slope to the ½ inch I came in at the midpoint, and then the angle 90. Done. I came up by that breast point with 3 inches, but later on I'll extend with 1 inch. So I'm just determining my chest line and how deep I want the neck, the exposure of the bust, and the bust to be. So like I said, I went over 1 inch later on again. So now I'm going to mark the bust part I marked across. I'm going to just also mark it there so I can connect the point and get a straight line as well. After doing this, I'm going to go on the last line, which is the full length. I'm going to mark 1 inch at one side, and then on the other side of the line, I'm going to mark another 1 inch. I'll do the same on the bust, 1 inch at one side and 1 inch at the other side. Then when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and take my straight ruler and connect these 2 dots together to form a straight line, and I'll do that also at the other side as well. Having done that, I'll go on top of my chest line. I'll come 1 inch at the one side and 1 inch at the other side. And then after doing this, I'm going to take my curve ruler and I'm going to join the 1 inch I came out from the bottom to the breastpoint line, forming a very beautiful curve that is not so sharp. I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing, connect to the breastpoint line, just like that. And then I'll just do a little bit of correction on that line to make it more better. Then I'm going to go up as well. So at this point, I discovered that I was not getting what I want exactly, and I needed this to go a bit higher so it doesn't get so exposing. So I came up 1 inch like I stated earlier, and I just confirmed to see the neckline. So I now went also the other side. I came up 1 inch. Now I'm going to just connect these points together with my straight ruler as well. So this is me just taking the chest line a little bit above. So now at this point, the 5 inch bust span I got before, because I added ½ inch, I'm going to just connect it now to the other lines to make a straight line. Then after doing so, I'm going to go ahead and also take 1 inch at both sides. And after doing that, I'll just pick up my ruler and then I'm going to form a curve that is very not too sharp, but just a very nice curve with my curve ruler. You can also use your freehand, anyone that you want that you feel is better can do. So I also came down with about, I think I came around 2 inches downward from that chest line to form the sweetheart neckline that the dress we saw on our thumbnail has. I might go deeper by choice, I don't know for now. So now the 2 inches I took from that up, I'm going to replace that at the armhole, because if I don't, it's not going to work out. So I'm going to extend that straight line. Then I'm going to go back there to the armhole and then form another armhole line. If you don't do that, the up is going to be too small and it's not going to be balanced. So I'm going to go ahead and divide my bust measurement by 4 plus ½ inch allowance. This is a corset dress, mind you. It has the corset snatching, so I'm going to just take my measurement as I do a corset. I'll do the same thing at the waist with the waist measurement. I'll divide it by 4 plus ½ inch allowance. Let us not forget that we have taken 2 inches from this waist, so we'll have to replace it. Mind you, when I say waist measurement, I've already taken out the number I want to snatch out, and I didn't take so much before I divided by 4. So let's say if the measurement is 34, I can say I want it to be 32 or 30, and then I'm going to divide that new one by 4 and add ½ inch allowance. On the full length measurement, I mark the hip divided by 4 plus ½ inch. So mind you, like I said, I snatched the waist and I just snatched about 2 inches. You can take more from it. And then on the hip line, on the full length, I used the actual hip measurement plus ½ inch allowance. In fact, I put ½ inch allowance everywhere. Please don't go to a corset dress adding so much allowances. So now that down part, I'm going to come up with about 1.5 to give a little bit of a curve down there. And if you notice the up, I did a little bit, I drifted a bit from the up, the line we marked at the up, because I did not want it to have a funny shape. Thank you for coming this far. If you know you've not liked, please like, share and subscribe. Also note, the reason why this came below the waistline is because an inbuilt corset. So at the neck, I'm going to mark the neckline at the neck. I'm going to be using 3.5 by 3 inches, 3.5 at the neckline. Then I'm coming down by 3 inches. I'm going to form a curve there. After doing that, I'm going to take my straight ruler and then connect the neckline to the 1 inch slope I have marked earlier. For the bust tightening, I'm going to be coming down at that point below the breast point. I'm going to come down by 2 inches. I'm going to take my ruler to connect directly to that point down there that I'm connecting it to. So I'm going to just go ahead and mark to show that those places is irrelevant. All the places I'm marking is irrelevant and they're going to be taken off. So this is this for the front bodice. Apologies, I noticed that this wasn't recording. So now I'm going to draw these lines. If you notice, this line, the end line is starting from where that 1 inch went up at the front, and now I'm going to just extend the bust line and then the under bust. But if you notice, the waistline is different. The waist at the back is higher, or the half length at the back is higher with like 2 inches. So I came up with 2 inches, and this is mostly because of that 2 inches that we took at the bust tightening. Yes, that side. So what we're going to do now is to just confirm this measurement. So I'm going to start from the shoulder. I took 8 inch, so I'm just going to redo it because it wasn't recording, like I said. So I'm coming down with 9 inches, and then I marked. Then I came down 1 inch slope. Then I went down at that 9 inches and came in by 8 inches. Then used my straight ruler to get the line, the angle 90 I got there. Then just as we did the front, we're going to find the midpoint. You know, we've come down by 1, so we're left with 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4, come inside by ½ inch, and then you bring your curved ruler and then join the 1 inch to the ½ inch that you came in with. Then please make sure your curve is on the angle 90 to form your armhole curve, just like I am doing. After you have achieved that line, we're going to go ahead and mark our bust. Our bust divided by 4 plus ½ inch, just as we did in front. Then we're going to come down on our waistline. Our waist divided by 4. Remember the waist, not our normal waist. We have snatched it already. We took some inch out. Divided by 4 plus ½ inch. Then on the hip, which is the full length, we're going to take a hip measurement divided by 4 plus ½ inch. Apologies, it's not totally showing. Okay, now it's showing. So we're going to now take our ruler, and then we're going to attach all this. We're going to join all these points together. So guys, you notice that the back looks more curvy, and this is because the front we took out 2 inches that we later had to add back. So now after joining all these lines together, you're going to, if you notice, the back is longer than the front, and this is because of that 2 inches bust tightening we took at the side. So what we're going to be doing is to come up from that place by 2 inches. We're going to come up from that place by 2 inches. So I'm going to take up my ruler, my tape, and take that 2 inches out of it. The 2 inches we took from the front, remember. So I've had complaints from my students telling me that the back is longer than the front. So that's the reason. Now I'm going to just use my tape to confirm the measurement of this, the edge of the front, the side of the front, and then the side of the back. And I got about 12.5 on both of them after taking out that 2 inches from down. So I'm going to just take my straight ruler now and connect that 2 inch. And then after drawing a straight line, I'll go ahead and mark out that side so you know it's not part of it. I hope you're not confused. I'm going to go ahead to mark the neckline at the back. So I'm going to come in just as I did the front by 3.5. Then I'm going to be coming down at the back by 2.5 inches. I don't want it so high. So I'm going to use my free hand while I'm done to form a curve like I did the front. And I'm going to come down from that 2.5 by 1 inch, and I'm going to, I just decided to freestyle at this point, but later on I reworked on the yoke because I did not like how deep it was, but I freestyled. You know, there was a kind of a curve at the back. So I'm going to come in there by 2 inches, and I'm going to come down here by 1.5. I marked 2, but I corrected it because I want I want a slant, not a straight line. So I just came back and took my 1.5 inch. You can freestyle anyone you want. That's going to serve as my my eyelash chamber. You know, you can decide to take out and still cut out eyelash chamber, but me, I don't want to do the two. I just want to take out that spot as my eyelash chamber. So I'm going to just connect a 1.5 to the 2 inch that I marked. you see where I have kind of a slope, so I'm going to just mark that place so you know it's not part of the back. But like I said, I'm going to use it for my early chamber. So thank you for coming this far. I hope this tutorial wasn't difficult. This is a more advanced tutorial for more advanced learners. And please, if you have any question, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. So guys, at this point, the bust tightening, I went ahead to use pin to pin it down. You can use solid tape, you can use water gum, anyone that you have and anyone that is convenient for you. Guys, I forgot, so I just took my ruler and just connected the shoulder slope to the 1 inch. So we're going ahead to cut the pencil skirt part. So now my fabric is on fold. This is the front part. I'm coming down from the front. First of all, I'm going to just mark out that part, the edges of the satin that is not nice. I do not want it part of the measurement, so I drew a straight line. So every other measurement is coming from below that. So from that line, I'm coming down with 9 inch. So you know this optional. You can use 9, you can use 8, depending on how tall the person is. So I use 8 when the person is not so tall, and I use 9 when the person is tall. So now I'm going to just draw it in 9 like that. So I'm going to come down from that 9 inch by 11. If person is not so tall, I use 10, and if person is tall, I use 11. So I'm going to just connect the 11 like that. These lines, I'm going to connect them with a straight ruler, just as I'm doing. And after doing that, I'll go ahead and label these lines, my hip line. Sorry, I'm writing backwards. I didn't want to come and stand when the camera was. And then the down is my under hip measurement. So I'm going to go ahead and start marking. In this pencil pad, I'm adding hip padding, but I'm not going to be showing it. Please, I refer to my video on hip padding. So the waist measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches. That's what I'm marking there. The waist measurement, remember that we have snatched it, so the snatched measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches, then the hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches. That's what we're marking there. Then the round under hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches is what we are marking down here. So there's a way you measure the round under hip. I also refer you to my video on how to take measurements. It's on this channel. So I'm going to be coming down. Subsequently, all the subsequent measurement we're taking downwards is whatever thing we took at our under hip. But before then, I'm going to be using my ruler, my curved ruler, to connect the waist to hip, and then the hip to the under hip, just the way I'm doing it now. So now I'll take my tape and start marking whatever thing I got at my under hip. I'm going to just take it downwards because this is a pencil skirt. So I'm going to just continue like that. Then when I'm done, I'll just use my ruler and connect it straight. I'm going to come down with like 4 or 5 inch from the normal length of this pencil skirt, because I want it to flow I want it to have one very nice shape at the down. So when I was done, this is what it looks like. So I'll just go ahead and carry my scissors and start cutting it. So when I was done with the front, I will also go ahead to cut the back. The difference between the back is the zipper allowance, and for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using 2 inches zipper allowance. So I'm going to just pass that line of 2 inches there and then place my front skirt, and I'll make sure that it doesn't stand on top of that line. It shouldn't cross the line. So I'll just go ahead and cut every other thing. I also went ahead to open up the zipper allowance just as I'm doing now. I've gone ahead to cut off the fabric for the front and the tulle front. And thank you so much for coming this far. I'm going to go ahead to cut off the lace and the linings, and there's going to be a part 2 of this video. Watch out for part 2. Please do like, share and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so when I post part 2 you'll be the first to see it. And thank you so much, and God bless you. See you in our next video.